Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Cletus Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Yeah, coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show. Yeah. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Cletus Cassidy Show.
Hey, wake up. In the words of the great Negro poet, Daddy Jack Holmes, get up from there. That used to be a refrain. If you lived in the 757 during the 80s, when you had to listen to AM radio, when AM radio was still rocking, when AM radio was rocking, we was listening to AM radio, WRAP. You have a guy named Daddy Jack Holmes, and he used to yell at you every morning, get up from there. Give you a little minor heart attack. You be in the house, your mama turn the radio on, and that man's just a man in there yelling, get up from there. You didn't even know that man, but you felt like I probably should get up because it's a strange man yelling at me to do so. So big shout out to R.I.P. Daddy Jack Holmes, WRAP. 1350 AM, I think it was. AM radio was something else. There's nothing like listening to your music and it sounds like it's coming out of a tin can. That AM radio was classic. That was classic radio. AM radio sounded like records. You know how records got that sound in the back? That's what you're gonna get. That when you got a clear signal on AM, you was gonna get that. FM radio was a godsend. We'll talk about that in a second. Welcome to another edition of See You in the Morning. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. Now I know a lot of y'all tuned in this morning. It's gonna be some people tuned in because I had posted a lot of political stuff yesterday on my page. I ain't really finna talk about that too much today. I'll talk about that. Well, on this show, I'm gonna probably come back later on today and just do something completely dedicated. I got to do some research, some fact checking. Then I'm gonna come back. I don't like to just go off the top of my head with stuff because if I knee jerk, if I have a knee jerk reaction, my knee jerk reactions aren't always the best. If I'm gonna jerk something, I'm gonna research first. Research before you jerk. You don't just jump in there. I know a lot of guys, man, they got a particular set of adult films that they watch, and they don't just watch any adult film and jerk. No, they research. They go in and find the actress they like, the subject matter they like, so they don't just jump in any kind of way. Research. Don't just jerk. Know what you're jerking to. There you go. So but it's coming though. But it's coming. That's funny because jerking. So yeah, no knee jerk reaction, but I'm definitely gonna be up here this evening talking a little bit about what's going on in the great city that I live in. And there's lots of question marks and some irony and sarcasm in that statement. But welcome to See You in the Morning. My horrible idea to get up every morning and tell y'all too much of my own personal business. I am, of course, your host, Cletus Cassidy. If this is your first time hearing this, you're about to experience something so cold. If you've watched the show before and you found it not robbery to come back and watch again, I appreciate you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. And I definitely am appreciative to you for doing so. I definitely appreciate you doing so. What was I getting ready to tell you? 1050. Boy, you went back and going all over the place. Chester B, Soul Ranger. Listen, y'all in here back with radio. We're going to talk about that in a second. First of all, man, the only thing about this show is that anything can be said out of my mouth, as y'all can tell by the first 5 minutes of this show. But the only thing that remains consistent is that I consistently come in and I speak to the people that speak to me. The first 3 people to speak to me in the morning, they get the M&Ms, the mythical metals. Nothing they can hold on to, nothing tangible. but they know that they're a winner on the inside. So let me get those out real quick, and then we'll get deeper into the show. Winning the bronze this morning, the third person to speak is Lynette Smith. Good morning, Lynette. Winning the silver, Emmy time, Emmy place, Michelle McKinney with the silver, and the gold medal winner, Tamika Thomasia and Tomesia Riddick. All three of those, 3-1 with the gold. Gold goes to Tamika Thomasia and Tomesia. Silver to Michelle, bronze to Lynette, and that medal, that ain't quite a medal. You almost made it. The aluminum fourth goes to Franita. My man Snoop is in the building. Good morning. Delisa's here. The Pride of North Carolina, Courtney Weston and Murphy. Future clerk of Portsmouth, Yolanda Boyd Daughtry. PP, Patricia Pippin in the building. Dennis Carrington is in the building. Marche is in the building. IDA, good morning. Lisa Bazemore Bishop is in the building this morning. My man Pastor Shy is in the building. Keith Brown is in the building. Here to see what we're talking about today. It's gonna be something, Delisa. It's gonna be done something. Christine is in the building. Cynthia, Sharonda, Kim, biggest UVA fan I know. I know people who got like 12 degrees from UVA that don't support UVA the way that Kimberly does. If everybody supported the school the way that Kimberly supports UVA, colleges would be so much better. Big shout outs to Kim, big UVA fan. They're not better than UNC, but big shout outs to her for, for doing what she does anyway. For doing what she does. Let me see. So many people now, they're just speaking. Man, Steve, good morning. Tony Fogel is in the good morning. Bree, Wilberta, Mia, good morning. And my man Ronald Cross is in the building as well. We got to talk about AM radio and FM radio. Back in the day, there was nothing good on FM. Maybe some country or whatever. We didn't have Negro music on FM. Ain't none of us have the transistors. They hadn't given us radio stations. So all our music was found on AM. AM radio played a vital role, and especially in spreading hip hop music, because they started playing the hip hop music on the AM stations, and it was a lot different back then. You could get your soul music on AM. You could listen to your Temptations and all of them on AM. Wasn't allowed to listen to FM stations. FM stations just didn't have it. And so when we finally ended up getting some FM stations playing some what was considered urban music, urban contemporary music. Good morning, Tina. It was different. Now, Keith talking about WPCE. There's always going to be a million gospel stations on. I think some of the broadcasts are from heaven. That's how far away it sounds. You like, I think they playing gospel music. I think that's the heavenly choir actually singing. So there's always going to be. Good morning, Tisha. There's always going to be AM stations, because the frequency is lower. It's easier to get AM stations. Like, people could buy it. You don't have to have the large towers and all that stuff to get your signal super far out. So you're always gonna find those gospel stations with that guy. And let me tell y'all something. I ain't even gonna lie to you. As somebody who has been a gospel radio announcer, that is the strangest lot of people you ever gonna see. Gospel radio announcers are the strangest. Like, when you get us all in the room, you be like, oh, all y'all look better on the radio. Y'all look, yeah. We are not the sexiest bunch of people. Every blue moon, you find somebody that looks normal that works in gospel radio. But most of the time, we are the strangest looking people you'll ever see. I'm perfect for radio. I'm telling you, I don't know how many fans I used to disappoint. I could disappoint a fan in a heartbeat. Man, somebody who's only heard me on radio, they be like, boy, that's gonna be a sexy piece of chocolate there, man. That's gonna be a good looking man. And then you actually show up to an event, and they be like, oh, you sound taller on the radio. Slimmer. Sexier. No, I got none of those things, ma'am. I'm here to throw you off. The voice is a throw off. And you learn that if you ever were involved, and some of y'all are a little older, some of y'all are in my age range, if you were ever involved in the chat lines, it used to be chat lines. You dial a number and everybody could dial a number, and there'd be people on the chat line talking from all over the place. And if you was a guy, the girls on the chat line that sounded the best were always the worst looking. If she sounded like Girl 6, she was shaped like linebacker 56. If she sounded good on that chat line, you already knew it was a problem. The ones that look good on the chat line, it just won't there. Chat line, and ladies, listen. We as dudes were doing the same thing. We knew goodness well we didn't look right, so we at home deepening our voice for no reason. You walk around the house, hey ma, hey ma, hey ma. Mama like, why you sound like that? That ain't how you talk. Hey ma, can I have some Fruit Loops? Because you practicing to get on that chat line. Because you trying to get on that chat line and sound sexy. Hey ladies, what y'all doing tonight? You 10, 11 and a half. Everybody up here doing good. You ain't even had nothing to talk about. You just own the chat line, just holding on. Who on here? What your name is? You got a man? No, she don't have a man. She's on the chat line. Chat line. We've come so far. And the chat line led us to what we found in social media. It was a chat line, and then AOL chat came in. AOL had their own little chat rooms. You get in the AOL chat room, you talking it up. The AOL chat room was the chat line reimagined. You could really catfish. You couldn't catfish as well on the chat line. Cause you'd be asking questions, what you look like, girl? You be like, I'm cute. There'll be that. You be like, oh, for real. That's how dumb we was. That's all you needed. You didn't get any kind of physical description on the chat line. Like, girl, what you look like? I'm cute. Okay. All right, that's good. That's a good start. You cute. She be like, what you look like? Man, I look good. Like, I look good. Like, and everybody was 6'5". They star on the basketball team. Then the AOL chats. You got your AOL chats. Then you could type all your lies. Did you ever play the piano for your phone chat line dates? No, I didn't. I didn't have that skill. Terry. About that time, the only song that I could play on the piano was the one song that everybody could play was Lean on Me. Everybody could play Lean on Me. Is just the key. It's just the Lean on Me is nothing but the scale. Dom 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 dom. Then you got to come back. That's where you get tricky. You got to go back down one. Dom. And start right back where you started. Dom. Dom. You knew you were somebody. And if you really want to be fancy, I'm giving y'all the most remedial piano lessons ever. You could just hit those ding, starting right there at that middle C. Ding, 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 ding. And if you really want to try to be fancy, skip a key. Take your 3 fingers, skip keys. Dan, 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 dan. So you can play that. Now, Shy said we could play I Need Love. Doom, 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 doom. That's it. You just going down. Doom, doom, doom. Man, listen. And when you learn how to play all black keys, you knew you was something. Because you was showing off because you was playing on the black keys. Black keys? Come on, man. Terry, tell me where I'm wrong. Now, you point out where I went wrong. That Tina was all black keys. I knew how to play. It was easy songs that you could play. There were songs like in beginner piano that you should have been able to play. You should have been able to play Do or Dear. You should have been able to play Do or Dear. You may not knew you could play the Do or Dear, but it's just a scale, and you just Do or Dear. You just going up, Do or Dear, a female deer, Ray. Dun, 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 dun. That's it. Oh, Axel Foley, yeah, Axel Foley. That thing's all black keys. Y'all remember Do or Dear? I used to think I was classy because I knew all the words to Do or Dear. A lot of people don't know all the words. Y'all be faking it, but I be having to read. I can't. Let me tell y'all something about me. I'm not always the brightest, but I can fake like I am. If we're gonna be honest out here, people, I can't spell the word banana without singing it. If somebody be like, spell banana, I'm gonna be in my head, I'm gonna be like, this is bananas. 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 That's how I'm gonna do it. I can't just spell banana outright without singing that in my head. It's my mnemonic device. I do it fast enough in my head that you don't know that I'm going over it. That's one of the ways I'm going over it in my head, but you don't know that. Doe, a deer, I gotta sing all of them in my head. Doe, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun, me, a name I call myself, Fa, a long, long way to run. And that's where I get. So now I'm stuck. I'm stuck at Fa. So in my head, I'm going to me, Fa, so. So a needle pulling thread, do me, Fa, so, la. La, a note to follow, so. Tea, a drink with jam and bread that will bring us back to do, 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 do. See, my baloney has a first name. It's Oscar. Because Oscar Mayer has a way with Bologna. We miss those now. Where did those jingles go? Where did good jingles go? We already know we've lost all the good theme songs to TV shows. It's not a theme song, not since Power. And you would think people realized that was the secret when Power came out. Of course, everybody was gonna watch Power. They say that it's a big rich town. You was in. Nobody skipped the intro. Oh, they say that it's a big rich town. Cause you gonna sing around with it. Oh yeah, Keith, I ain't quitting my job now. They said that it's a big rich town. I just come from the poorest part. Everybody's watching at that point. You used to get tuned in the shows because of the themes. The theme songs had you hooked. If you could sing along with the theme songs, you were hooked. Schoolhouse Rock. I am a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill. And I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, it's a long, long journey to the capital city. Man, that jank is great. Conjunction Junction. The 11-12 song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We don't even know why that was important. Conjunction Junction, what's your function? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Man, listen. Kids today, that's why the murder rate amongst children is up so high. They don't have nothing to sing together. Even the Cosby Show, even when Bill Cosby was out there and taking people's goodies illegally, his songs used to have you. Reading Rainbow, Carlita, come on, Reading Rainbow. Carlita, butterfly in the sky. And we knew it was a black lady back there. I can fly twice as high. Take a look. She was singing that thing. Listen, when she got to that, I could go anywhere. I can go. Listen, she was killing it. She was killing it. Listen, that was her shot. She knew she was getting a record deal after that. She knew that she was going to be introducing her, hey, from such hits as the Reading Rainbow theme song. Butterfly in the sky. A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y. Now, Wale took that song and made it the sounds of love. Let me teach you all the sounds of love. A E I O U. I was like, sir, those are just the vowel sounds. Those are not sounds of love. If you in there making love to a woman and she starts hitting you with vowel sounds, A E I O U. Yeah. I need you to get up and walk out immediately. You be like, no, walk out. Now, we've already discussed Eep, Op, Ork, Ah as being the greatest love song of all time. Eep, Op, Ork, Ah. We've discussed that. We've discussed that in length. We've had lengthy discussions about Eep, Op, Ork, Ah. And that means I love you. A-E-I-O-U. Listen, those mnemonic devices have stayed with me. I don't remember a lot of stuff I learned in school. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I know we make kids go to school, and I guess you end up learning stuff, but a lot of the specific stuff you don't remember. I remember my mnemonic devices in school. I remember A-E-I-O-U. I remember please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And I know up north they didn't excuse Aunt Sally, but please excuse my dear Aunt Sally will help so many people if they would just use it. Please excuse parentheses, exponents. My dear Aunt Sally, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. It was right there. So and it's important. It's valuable. If kids knew, please excuse my dear, if you drill that into their heads, who would have a problem with the color wheel if you just teach them Roy G. Biv? Roy G. Biv. Hey, what are the colors of the rainbow? Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Roy G. Biv. Roy G. Biv. Kids don't have little neat stuff to walk on to no more. They gotta have something to hold on to. You know how many words I've spelled right simply because I had a teacher tell me I before E except after C, or when you hear the nay sound as in neighbor. I before E. Some people like the way Sally walks. Now Gracie's Corner. The Gracie's Corner is revolutionizing the game. Gracie's Corner is made by somebody that's around the age of 40. Whoever Gracie is, the originator of Gracie's Corner, it's got to be. Because they realize if we make these songs rock, these kids are going to remember it. So you don't have a generation of kids that's going to remember stuff because of Gracie's Corner. Gracie's Corner got hits. Listen, I don't even have a problem if you a grown person and you watch Gracie's Corner and you ain't got no kids. Gracie's Corner rocks. She's just like, yo, she gets it. She has taken I before E except after C and made that jank a hit. She could put a trap beat behind it and it's gonna be rocking. Ain't nothing wrong with learning and twerking at the same time. If your brain is working while your cheeks is twerking, I'm okay with it. If your brain is working while your cheeks is twerking, I'm all right with it. That should be part of the curriculum at all times. Make your brain work. If you could twerk to something, listen, let me tell you something. I mean, you see, y'all, this ain't Texas. There ain't no hold 'em. But let me tell y'all something. Y'all, we always say that, right? We always talk about different learning devices. But I'm telling you right now, I know so many song lyrics. I know so many song lyrics, it's ridiculous. Like, I can go back 30, 40, 50 years of songs, and you don't even know you still know them. I got satellite radio in the car. I can ride listening to the R&B station, satellite radio, and they play a song, and I ain't heard that song in a millennia, and I'm right back in. It triggers right in my head. You can sing all of it. You can sing all your song lyrics. Task me right now with naming all 50 states. All the oceans. Okay, I'm done. They used to. I don't even forgot the mnemonic device for the oceans, continents, planets. I'm childish, so I'll always remember Uranus. That sounds like something you say when you get ready to break up. Hey, girl, I know it's over and we're not gonna be together anymore, but I'll always remember Uranus. Always. Not always. It's time for Animaniacs. We have paid for play contracts. Was any to the max? There's baloney in our slacks. The Animaniacs. They used to give it to you. The Animaniacs had the they had a song for all of the capitals. You got to be and Tam says repetition is the father of learning. We've heard that so many times. You learn something, but that leads us to one of the worst sayings of all time: practice makes perfect. People love to say practice makes perfect, and that is a horrible and incorrect statement. Practice does not make perfect. Practice makes permanent. Perfect practice makes perfect. Practice makes permanent. If you practice something wrong, if you practice doing something wrong, you're gonna be wrong. You're gonna practice doing it wrong. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. You practice something the wrong way, you're gonna do it the wrong way forever. Practice makes perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. But Terry, you a musician. If somebody keeps inverting the keys or playing the wrong note or they playing flat or they singing flat, you can practice singing that song flat all your life. You be like, that's not the note. What you doing? That ain't the note. But I practiced for 16,000 hours. You practice wrong. You perfectly wrong. Practice don't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. That's what I learned. I learned it this way. And see, Tam, and this is why me and you get along, but we don't. Because here you come taking my practice makes perfect, and then coming back, there is no perfection. Now you want to be the Matrix. Oh, okay, Morpheus. Perfection is perception. Ask Terry about stop running, please. I'm pretty sure as a music professor, Terry wants people to stand flat-footed and just hit their note. Too many people run. It's too many people. For the number of fat singers there's a lot of running. For the number of chunky singers we got in this world, there's a lot of running. People be running all over the place. If you don't know what a run is what that little Mayo girl was doing when she sang the national anthem. It was just taking those You don't need to do all that. Sing the song. Stand barefoot. Sing the song. Chris Stapleton. He sings the song. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. He don't be all over the place. You're as smooth. No, just give it to you. You're as smooth. That's all we need. That's all we need. What's up, Jeff? People be all over the place. Everybody can't run. Running is an advanced singing skill. When I used to sing in the gospel choir, they wanted us to sing our notes. When I sang in the chorus, we had to sing our note. That's all the chorus teacher asked us to do. Sing our notes. Sing it. Just sing your note. You hit the gospel choir, they want you to sing your note with vibrato. Drop your jaws, sing with vibrato. I was like, why are we dropping our draws? I don't know. This choir is making me uncomfortable. And Devontae back here, he took his pants off way too good. Oh, not draws, it's jaws. My bad, because I was wondering what he was doing back there. You had to drop your jaws. That's what you can't sing in a gospel choir without the ability to have Michael J. Fox jaw. Your jaw got to shake. If you ain't heard, oh Lord, how excellent. And you have to have the ability to say the last letter on a word so hard. You got to say, listen, Terry's in here. Now Terry all of a sudden is quiet. Terry is a black choir director. He wants enunciation. You must have enunciation, phonation, and pitch. Huh? Enunciation, phonation, and pitch. Come on, people. You got to say that last letter on a word so hard when you're in a gospel choir. Melodies from heaven. You can't let your words die off. Quiet, I'd rather be mad. Don't you cut off the end of that word. Say the whole word. Phonetically sound with exaggerated consonants. Over pronunciate. That's it. It's crazy. If you don't know how to say all your letters, you just get out of there. If you like Chris Brown, and I gotta admit that I got your attention. He can't say attention. Chris Brown, that's the word that kills Chris Brown every time is attention. I'm supposed to give y'all a subject today. It wasn't supposed to be about AM radio. It wasn't supposed to be about music. I'm supposed to do inclusive subjects because everybody that's listening doesn't sing. Some of y'all are like, oh my God, I hate this. Why as we talk about this, I'll come back tomorrow. Well, come back tomorrow. You'll be fine. I wanted to talk to y'all about a subject and it came up and I thought this was very interesting. And it's really for the couples. Good morning, Bonnie. This is really for my couples out there. Let's see, there you go. Terry said you have to be careful of diphthongs. I guess so. That's a life lesson. If you can't trust a big button to smile, you probably shouldn't trust her diphthongs. I don't know what a diphthong is. Is that a thong that doesn't stay in? Is that what a diphthong is? Is a thong that get caught up in her crevice? But that's where thongs go though, right? A diphthong is a thong that don't stay all the way in the crack. It's kind of in and out, in and out. In and out of the crack. Is that a diphthong? She got on a diphthong. It ain't all the way thonging. Oh, okay. It's a musical term. All right. Diphthongs. She came out the house in her good diphthongs. Dumps like a truck all night long. Beware of diphthongs. Bop. So here's my question, and this is for my married people in relationships, people who are in a home together, and it's mostly for the fellas because I don't think women understand this. If you are in a relationship, this is a quick question. I want to get it out there, and then we're gonna move on to world news, weather, and sports, and then we'll do the word of the day, and we out of here. If you're in a relationship, this is just a general question. Y'all in a relationship. And taking out of the equation people who got crazy work schedules. Like I work night shift, she work day shift. That don't count. If y'all generally work around the same schedule. In a relationship, do both people have to go to bed at the same time? I feel like the man can go to bed on his own and lead the woman up. I feel like a man can be like, hey, I'm going to bed, hon. Good night. And he doesn't expect her to come to bed with him. What up, Slim? I think it's the opposite. If your woman goes to bed, you're going to bed. And I ain't talking about if y'all got different work schedules, but if your woman goes to bed, you got to go to bed. You can't go to bed. She can't go to bed at 9 and you go to bed at 11. Snoop, y'all got different. Snoop, you go to work at 1 in the morning. Y'all got different. Y'all work schedules are retarded. Y'all don't count. Fernie said, I go to bed if I'm tired and I've left my husband up watching TV. Carlita says, correct. When she go to bed, he come on, hey, time for bed. He up that jank wired. He in the living room wired up. And you tired. So if he's wired and you tired, you got to go to bed. Courtney wants her husband to go to bed so she can have quiet time. Here's why I think the guys go to bed at the same time as the lady. Because if you go to bed after she's already asleep, you missing out on your shot. These are relationship questions. So now I'm asking relationship questions. I just kind of want to know. So fellas, if she's already in bed, are you going in with your you got to go to bed when she go to bed because you don't want to be Alexander Hamilton. I am not throwing away my shot. Are y'all okay with ladies? Are you okay with a wake up? Are you okay with a wake up, ladies? Are you okay with a wake up? If you go ahead and you go to bed first, Are you okay with him coming in and tapping you on the shoulder? Bonnie says, yeah. That seems weird to me. I don't know if I trust it. I don't know if I trust it. Even as a virgin, it's hard for me to imagine that she gonna be all right with waking up for a little bit. I just can't imagine the quality of the love making is the same if she was asleep. Carlita says, I love a wake up. Surprise. Lisa says, wake me up. Stu said, nothing like a wake up call. Okay. Y'all know I'm trying to figure it out one day. So the wake up is what you want. You just wake me up. I was dead asleep. Hey, wake up, give me some. Wait, oh, I wasn't prepared. I hadn't read my notes. It just seems weird to me because I know how I am when I wake up. I don't even know where I'm at. You just tap me and be like, hey, and I'm like, hey, well, the clown has no penis. What? You just yell up anything. Sharonda says definitely a wake up. All right. I just know I'm awkward when I wake up. Maybe relationship wake up is different than single man wake up. I know I'm awkward when I wake up. I don't know where I'm at. My alarm go off. I have a heart attack every time. Every time my alarm go off, and oh Jesus, it's a fire. I got bronchitis. Every time. And then do you it's so many levels to it. How often can you do that? Do we I think that these are things that have to be discussed prior to marriage. I think these are things that have to be discussed prior to marriage. I think there has to be a cutoff time. Hey, I'm asleep. If you don't tap me before 12, don't tap me at all. Don't tap me at no 2 in the morning. You know, I got to get up at 5. And so I guess you got to do it well enough that you fall back to sleep. Because how mad are you going to be if one taps you, they tap you, tap, tap, tap. Hey, let's get it in. You get it in, you fall asleep, and now they up. They just up looking stupid. You just sitting there just up. Now you at work all sleepy. Why you sleepy? Man, listen. Dontavius tapped me in at 2. I couldn't go back to sleep, girl. That's crazy. That side slide gonna get a positive response to me. You say every time. Every time. Every time. Okay. Hey fellas, y'all heard it here first. All the ladies are saying slide in. I'm about to slide in. That's what they keep saying. They're saying slide on in there. Carlita said every time. 75% of the time it works every time. Okay. If that's what y'all got. I just feel like a lot of y'all ladies cherish y'all sleep. I know I enjoy my sleep. I I don't sleep enough. I enjoy my sleep. And I already know I ain't gonna be no. It's too dangerous for me at this point in my life. Maybe when I'm over my health challenges and I ain't on Pappy. That CPAP machine I think throws off the sexy. I don't think anybody gonna want to slide on that CPAP. You know, okay, let's do it. You want that? You don't want that. You don't want that, ladies. You don't want that. Hey, girl, let's do some a little nasty. Yeah. Y'all here? You tell y'all ladies. Y'all telling me he tap you on the shoulder. You sleep. You sleeping. It's crazy. It's crazy. All right. All right. What's up, Jaleek? That she should take it off and lay it on the headboard. Now I got the air. Y'all see people that ain't got no CPAP machines. Now you don't understand. Now that air blowing, it sound like a Russian wind. Now you in there, sound of music. The hills are alive with the sounds of music. Janice, listen, Janice, that's my thing. I be sleep with my machine on. Once I throw Pappy on, it's a rappy. I got on Pappy, it's a rappy. I am knocked slam out. CPAP is the best sleep ever. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I used to get up to go to the bathroom 47 times a night for my CPAP. Put my CPAP on, dog. I just pee me a river. Pee me. I get up in the morning, boy. I'm about to put out about 25, 26 gallons. It's gonna be a lot. It's a lot happening. All that pee that I was getting up and giving you all night. No, it ain't happening no more once I get Pappy. At the most, I'm gonna give you one. Maybe that is. All right, so everybody saying you ain't gotta go to bed at the same time. That just seemed wild. It just seemed like getting in the bed, you're gonna disturb my guests. Just getting in the bed, you gotta get in softly. You can't really get into a routine. It's crazy. Now let me ask you this question. And I just want to see how crazy a lot of y'all are in y'all heads. And people don't know that y'all crazy. I go to sleep in the dark. I go in my room, no TV needed, no nothing. I go in there, get in the bed, I go to sleep. I know there's a lot of people that can't go to sleep without some noise. A friend of mine tell me she can't sleep when it's quiet. What you mean you can't sleep when it's quiet? Now I need some noise to go to sleep. I was like, this is the most ridiculous thing I've heard all week. Are y'all able to sleep in quiet? Is anybody able to sleep in quiet? That's me. Now I'm a professional sleeper. I can sleep in any environment. Lights on, TV on, day, night, whatever. It don't matter. I'm fine with all of it. But my preference is to cut everything off. I hear everything if it's too quiet. So now you got to put the sleep timer on. You need a TV to fall asleep, but you need the quiet to stay asleep. Y'all, ESPN on. Dog, I got blackout curtains in my room, close my door. Hey, listen, it is black in there. It is Michael Blackson black in there. It's blue black. I know where everything is. It's my room. I know if it's stuff on the floor, I know where it is. I've memorized the floor plan before I went to sleep in case I got to get up to go to the bathroom. Lisa is real specific. She said, I can, but I prefer to have a TV on, rainstorms, or Eric Roberson. That's listen, I've never heard anything so specific. Like it's got to be Eric Roberson. It can't be Kenny G. Can't be Eric Roberson. If it's not Eric Roberson, I can't go to sleep. Blackout curtains are the greatest thing since sliced bread, except for the fact that if you got a high quality blackout curtain, you need that alarm clock. If you don't have no alarm clock and you got blackout curtains, you're gonna sleep till noon. It's the same thing. If you ever go on a cruise, that's why I tell people I know the interior rooms are cheaper, and it's not just because you don't get the view, but that interior room ain't no sunlight coming in there. If you got an interior room on a cruise, and I tell people all the time, you're going on a cruise, make sure you set that alarm clock if you got an interior room. Because you got an interior room and ain't no light coming in there, you're gonna sleep to the end of the cruise. You're gonna sleep to the end of the cruise. You got them blackout curtains, you're done. If you got a high quality blackout curtain, some blackout curtains ain't really blackout. They're near blackout curtains. They still let the sun shine in, face it with a grin. Your blackout curtain sheep, they let the sun shine in. But real blackout curtains, no, cuz ain't nothing. And in my bedroom, this is how crazy I am. In my bedroom, I got blackout curtains over my blackout curtains. It's crazy. Now, y'all having to have a fan on is crazy to me. Why you gotta have fan on? What that's too much. Now that fan, I'm gonna tell you what, that would disturb me. I couldn't do that all night. No, that's too much. And fans, no. Fernita, your husband is not happy. He's not. He is not happy. He loves you, but he ain't happy with that fan. Snoop said, I need a fan and a blanket. When did you start going through menopause, Snoop? When did you start going through menopause? Because that's just wrong. Can't do it. Can't do it. So, man, we need so much stuff to go to sleep. Our ancestors never had that. Slaves just went to sleep. Could you imagine Harriet Tubman talking somebody leave a light on? Somebody cut on a fan. Somebody go put that lantern on so I can go to sleep. No, you just went to sleep. You go to sleep. That fan and that blanket is ridiculous. You know you don't need the blanket if you cut off the fan. Half the time, I'll be honest with y'all, half the time I don't even use a blanket. I got blankets, I don't even use them. Most of the time, I'm good with just a sheet. I don't even really need the blanket. I don't sweat in my sleep or nothing like that, but all I need is a sheet. I don't really need all that. Plus, I don't like making my bed up. So if I ever make my bed, I'm not trying to unmake it. So I'll sleep on top of the cover so the bed can stay made. Generally speaking, though, I ain't even gonna lie to you, I don't make my bed. 99.8% of the time you go in my room, bed not made. It's just not. If I could be brutally honest, a lot of times my blankets become pillows. And I got blankets. I mean, I got pillows. I got plenty of pillows, but I'll turn my blankets into pillows. I can manipulate my blankets better. Yeah, I sleep on top of the cover, so I ain't gotta make it. But I can. What's up, Franchelle, Shelly, Bynum Best? But I can manipulate the blankets in ways that you can't manipulate a pillow. No matter how hard I try, I can't get those pillows to act right. So I'll use a blanket. Give me this blanket. I'll make this blanket into a pillow. Prison style, cuz. Oh yeah, if you military, you gotta make the bed. You gotta make the bed. I didn't grow up making my bed. My mama didn't make me make my bed when I was growing up. One time I had to make my bed up was when I cleaned my room. If I clean my room, my bed won't made, then it won't made. My room won't clean. But other than that, man, no, you ain't have to. No, ain't no bed making happen out here. Ain't no bed making for what? What you making the bed for? You literally make your bed up so that you can mess it back up. It's a ridiculous concept. The construct is crazy. I don't have anybody in my room. It's not like even if you have company, your company now walking through your bedroom. They shouldn't be, unless the Playboy Mansion, Bill Cosby. But that ain't got nothing to do with the price of tea in China. News, weather, and sports on today. Big news in the city of Portsmouth. City of Portsmouth hires his 32nd city manager in as many weeks. It's ridiculous over here, man. The city of Portsmouth was going crazy again. They hired a new city manager, a young man coming out of Albany, Georgia, a city smaller than Portsmouth, giving him a significant increase in his raise, about a $50,000 a year increase in the amount of money he was making in the smaller city. But that makes sense. He's going to a bigger city. He should make more money. He's not going to be able to start working until the 22nd of April, a month from now. So they decided to hire somebody to sit in the gap and work until he gets here. They're going to pay that person $210 per hour. $210 per hour to work. It's going to be approximately, as somebody stated last night, $33,600 for them to work for a month. And they try to convince me that was not outrageous. But I'm going to just tell y'all right now, if I could work anywhere for $33,600 per month, $33,600 per month, I would be satisfied. $33,600 is what they're gonna get for a month of work. It's just I don't understand. I don't understand the thought processes, and I'm gonna talk about it deeper because a lot of you people don't care to hear about all of that. But it's pure foolishness. And I'm just telling y'all right now, how you vote matters. Who you vote for matters. and the decisions that people make, there are repercussions for the bad decisions even previous city councils make. I think that we are in this position that we're in right now with our city manager and our city manager position, not necessarily because of the work ethic of anybody that's in right now, but because of some of the reckless decisions made by previous city councils. I stand by it, I guarantee it, and I'll talk to y'all deeply about it. As my man Ali Sadiq said, it's a domino effect. When people make bad decisions in 2020, those bad decisions still come back to haunt you in 2024, and we see that. But that's crazy. $33,000. We are now paying for the mistakes that somebody else made. And I'll talk more about it later on this evening, but I probably around 7:00, give y'all time to eat dinner, sit down, and we'll dive in into that subject. I have nothing negative to say about the people who are coming into the job. I don't know what their job performance is going to be. I do know that the lady that they're bringing in to serve for a month has been fired or quit at least twice. There's always been personnel issues. A lot of people don't like working for her because of her particular work style. Doesn't make her a bad administrator. Doesn't mean that she doesn't know what she's doing. So she may be qualified to be in that position. Who knows? But I still think $33,000 for a month of work is crazy. 33,000. But we'll talk about that later on. So that was my news. That was my news report. I didn't have any news on yesterday. That was me. I talked about that. That was my news for the day. My news for the day was real local. So it was not only local, it was loco. Local and loco. Weather. I don't know what the weather is doing. I had just gotten used to it being warm, and I told myself and other people, hey man, don't prepare for warm, because it's gonna get chilly right on again. And that's exactly what happened. It had been 97,000 degrees. Right now it's 37 outside. Go ahead and get the pneumonia. Go ahead and get the pneumonia. Go in out there. Some of y'all was out there in your diphthongs. And you let your diphthongs get out there, and here it was. I went outside last night to go grab something out the car. Immediate frozen nipple. Headlights on immediately as soon as I walked outside. Pow, pow. Pow, pow, pow. And y'all already know, because of my my medical condition, I got my nipples is on the side. I don't have normal front nipples like everybody else. My nipples is both on the side. That's why I can't power walk. If I power walk, I excite myself. My arms rubbing over my nipples too fast. That's why I have to walk slowly all the time. You ever around me, you be like, why you walk so slow? I'll be like, mind your business. It's medical reasons. If I walk fast, I'll be pointing at people, and it's rude to point. So yeah, so that was news and weather. Sports is getting ready to be his March Madness time. Norfolk State University did accept a bid. Their men's basketball team, the women's basketball team is of course playing in the NCAA tournament. The men's team accepted a bid to play in a subsequent tournament. I forget the name of the tournament right now. It was not even the NIT. Now, you did have some larger schools, Oklahoma University, University of Pitt. A few teams was like, we're not playing in the NIT. The NIT is a National Invitation Tournament. Usually it was considered the second most prestigious tournament, basketball tournament at the end of the year, when they didn't allow but 64 teams in. Oh, we're in the CIT. Thank you, Fernita. You're right, the Collegiate Invitation Tournament. We accepted an invitation. So the NIT didn't ask for us, and so we're in the CIT. They're actually going to be able to play a game at Norfolk State, so that's going to be exciting. We got to go out and support the guys, even though it's not the big dance. Sometimes you can't go to the big dance. Ain't nothing wrong with a small dance. Sometimes you can't go to the big dance. You just got to go to the juke joint. We in the juke joint, and you know what? I've always said the juke joint is a little bit more fun. Juke joint a little bit more fun than the big dance. It's a little looser. The rules are a little different. You can have a little bit more fun. We gonna have a juke jam. We gonna have a juke jam. We gonna have a party, just listening to music. Yeah, so the juke jam should be exciting, man. So the CIT for Norfolk State, so big shout outs to them for accepting it. Look at Fernita. Fernita is like Saturday, 4 p.m. Eccles Hall on the campus of Norfolk State University. Look at Fernita out here. Just a whole public service announcement. We can check them out. I don't know what ODU is doing. I don't think they're doing anything. I don't think they're doing anything. So we got that. So that's news. So I did news, weather, and sports. All three of them is done. News, weather, and sports done. Word of the day. Today's word of the day is allege. Allege. To allege something is to assert it without proof or before proving it. Consumer advocates allege that the company knew about the faulty switches but sold the product anyway. Allege is to assert without proof or before proving it. And see, that's why I'm waiting until later on in the show. I don't want to allege anything. I don't want anything to be alleged. I want to be able to go out there. I don't want to have to say allegedly. I want to go out there and be like, this is what the facts are. This is what it is. I might still end up saying allegedly because people be lawsuit happy. And I ain't got time. You can't get up from a turnip. People be like, we coming for your BET money. Y'all can't have it. Y'all can't have my BET money. Mostly because I've already spent it. Mostly because it's already been spent. It's no big thing. Mostly because it's already been spent. But it's been an exciting show, man. Allegedly. I'll be back again tomorrow, man. Allegedly, to try to make some sense of this thing, man. I got a bunch of stuff to do today. Got to start out. Got to go to the gym. I've been trying to get my gym work in. Trying to work out a little bit. Trying to stand behind, fellas. I'm telling you now. If there's a machine to watch, it's ladies on the elliptical. If you can go to the gym and catch ladies on the elliptical, I'm telling you, the way the ellipticals make cheeks move is different. The treadmill is nice, but treadmill you're only gonna get cheek movement if she's already abundantly blessed. If she's not abundantly blessed on the treadmill, the cheek movement is not gonna be what you want. The elliptical and the stair climber though, the elliptical and the stair climber does something magical with yams. It's magical. So find yourself a corner or something that you can get behind and you get on it and you all the action you want. The gym membership cuts you down from if you are an avid strip club goer, if you come avid strip club advocate. I'm telling you now, get out of the gentleman's club, get into the gym. Cheeks all over the place. Cheeks everywhere. The cheeks, allegedly, because I haven't been inside. Allegedly. Cheeks. Cheek. Allegedly. My bad. It's time to end the show. Oh, my fault. I just be saying stuff. My fault. It was the left turn. The left turn happened. All right, I'm ending the show, man. Remember, man, it's another beautiful day. We got another chance at this thing. It's a gift to us. That's why they call it the present. So go out there, man, and take full advantage of everything about it, man. The horrible part about this thing is life is what it is, and ain't none of us gonna get out of it alive. So we might as well go ahead and enjoy it while we're here. So many of us wait to have a good time in heaven or the afterlife, and we miss out on this life that we've been given, man. And we've been given this life to live it more abundantly. So go out there and live abundant today, like stripper cheeks. Just go out there and live abundantly today. Let your goal be today to make somebody feel good, even if that's somebody just happens to be you. Make somebody feel good, even if that somebody just happens to be you. I believe in that, man. Do it. Go out there, do it till you're satisfied. And listen, if you was having a negative day, make it pretend like it's the middle of the night and slide in with that positivity. Let that positivity slide in you. No, that ain't good either. Especially not for the guys. Don't let anything slide into you, fella. I mean, unless that's your thing, then there's no judgment. But I stay slide free. I'm not letting nothing slide into me. No, that ain't. All right, we out, man. Till tomorrow, man. Lord willing. In the morning. I'll see y'all this evening. We can talk politics a little. Peace.
Kick your shoes off, take a load off. Don't go nowhere till the show's off. Oh, you know it's gonna be a movie when you got Clayton's Cassidy on your TV. Yeah, already know Mr. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off on the radio, now we got the Clayton's Cassidy show. Funny Man. Coming to you and making you laugh again. Started off